Good morning, guys. It's like sunny, but then like dark and then sunny. I can't make up its mind. Good morning, guys. How are you? So it is actually, what's going on with my eyebrow? I was totally gonna just go fix my eyebrow, except for the fact that Dan is in the bathroom upstairs. So you're just gonna have to deal with it. But today is July 1st and we have finally more or less caught up in our videos. A huge chunk of time has been like in between this video, our last video on Monday, and this video now. Let me give you guys a little bit of a quick catch up of what you guys have missed. So the first thing that happened to us was we got a letter from the IRS stating that in 2017 we made more income than we said, which is false. So these things happen from time to time to people. It has never happened to us. We're really good at like our taxes and stuff like that, and we always have like professional help when doing them. And for some reason they thought that we made more money than we did, and we didn't. So we just had to like fill out these like documents, just like letting them know, like, you know, this is wrong and here's why, X, Y, and Z. So that was, you know, even though we had comfort in knowing that like we didn't actually owe any more money, it was still kind of scary to have that like lingering over our heads. So that happened. Then the next day, literally, I get a call from Willa's orthotic company who was making her orthotics, and they told me that her insurance was gonna be terminated at the end of the month. And I was like, what? Like, that makes no sense. Only to find out that I was supposed to receive an email. We had paperless billing, so it would be email, not like paper sent to our home. I was supposed to receive an email that I had to renew Willa's health insurance once she turned 1, and I missed it by 2 days. So I was able to renew it, right? No problem. But because it was like the 17th of the month or something like that, and not the 14th of the month, she couldn't get insurance for July 1st, she had to get insurance for August 1st. So the entire month of July, she would not only not have health insurance, but she wouldn't be able to go to physical therapy, wouldn't be able to get her orthotics, none of that. So we were just like, what? So like, we're just like, well, what do we do? You know, oh my goodness. So basically we're just looking at spending even more money to pay out of pocket for her to continue her physical therapy. I tried to go through the appeal process, and like we're still technically waiting for the appeal process to begin, and it's been like 2 weeks. So I instantly felt like I was back at square one with trying to find someone to just help Willa, and knowing that it was just gonna be like an exorbitant amount of money. So I was like really just like stressed and upset about that. The next day, guys, the next day after that, Willa gets her test results back, okay? And she has high traces of lead found in her blood system, her bloodstream. I just wanted to just crawl into a corner and just cry. So we were just out enjoying ourselves, and I got a call from Willa's doctor, and her lead levels came back high. Now we live in a 1780s farmhouse, and I was concerned that there could be a possibility of lead here because it was so old, but I never actually thought that that was a possibility. So now with everything that is going on that I have not told you guys about, everything that we have been dealing with, we probably have to move out of this house. Like, I can't freaking do this. I just keep trying to make a better life for my family, and it just keeps trampling over me. So I have lead tests, and in today's video, we are going to be testing my home for lead. Now in New York State, what they do is they test by law at age 1 and age 2. It's a heel or toe prick, and they test the baby's blood for any lead. Lead in high doses can be very, very, very dangerous to like mental health, or not mental, well, like by mental I mean like brain development and stuff like that. And I literally felt like the most worthless mother, because here I am trying to like give my children more space and more, you know, of a quality life, and I've basically poisoned my daughter with lead in the process. Not only that, if this house is filled with lead because it's from 1780, we have to leave, like right away. Like we just gotta go. So I spoke with her pediatrician, and she said, don't do anything like rash yet, because her number came back at 16 and it's supposed to be under 5. She was like, but at 40 something is when you have to bring them to the hospital and actually get like lead medicine to like get the lead out of their system or something like that. So she said the next day, early in the morning, first people in the door, get Cooper and Willa both in for an intravenous blood draw, because it's possible that there could be contamination, like lead on her foot, which still is just as bad, but it's not like as bad as it actually being in her blood system or bloodstream. So I keep saying blood system, doesn't that sound weird? So we bring them, Cooper gets his blood draw. He was really upset about it, more stress, but luckily we got his blood draw. Willa has like angel hair veins, so they weren't able to get hers done. We decided to go back on Monday for like other people to try, like the actual physician and also like one of their best nurses on staff. Neither one of them could get Willa's blood, so they're just like pricking and prodding her, and still nothing came of it. Finally we decided, let's like really soak her foot, let's really scrub her foot, let's really try to make it as sterile as possible, get another toe prick. So they do another toe prick. The next day Cooper's results come back, praise Jesus, thank you, his test was a 1, which basically means there's no lead exposure, right? So I'm like, oh thank God, like there's no like lead in his system, right? Normal numbers. Any house before 1970 has lead paint at some point in it. It's just like more or less the way that it is. So like you just have to make sure that it's not exposed. Willa's test results come back the next day, and thank you God, it is at a 3. So she basically had lead on her foot, not in her bloodstream. If she had initially had the test come back and it was a 3, there would have been absolutely no issue, no concern, and they would have just carried on their mosey way, like no big deal. But we figured out exactly where the lead is coming from, and it's actually this doorway right here, which goes to the outside. Underneath this door is a strip of paint that is chipping, and it's actually lead. So what was happening is our shoes were then tracking lead into the house, little lead chips, and because Willa was crawling, she managed to get it onto her skin. Still dangerous, because from her skin is how she gets it onto her body, but not nearly as dangerous because she's not getting like, you know, in a bunch of like lead exposure, and it's not actually getting into her bloodstream and like causing her harm. So let's just recap. At this point, we thought that we were having issues with the IRS. Willa was losing her insurance, her health insurance, and we absolutely were not going to be having her go to physical therapy and getting her orthotics, which she really needed. Possibly, you know, Willa have lead poisoning. And yeah, we also thought that we had to leave our home that we just moved into and find somewhere to live. It was just like a horrible time. And literally the second we got Willa's test results back, like that day, right, we were like, okay, Willa's safe, Cooper's safe, we can stay in this home. We started to like compile all the documents we needed just to prove to the IRS that like you have incorrect information. We ended up paying out of pocket for Willa's orthotics, and they ended up coming like 2 days later instead of waiting 6 to 8 weeks, so it actually ended up working out better for her, and we're just going to be paying out of pocket for the month of July for her to be going to physical therapy once a week instead of 3 times a week. So we budgeted all that in, and we felt really good about those things, and then we found out that Willa was going to be totally okay. And then the next day I woke up and Mush had passed away. So it literally felt like for Dan and I that the world was trying to take us down. and we don't understand really why. I was having a really hard time of trying to figure out like karma and like what did I do in my life to be like deserving all of this. Like it sometimes feels like the second that I actually like am like, wow, things are good, things are okay, like I'm taking a deep breath and I feel great and I'm just like really happy and enjoying my life, it's always like something horrible, detrimental has to happen. And you know, who I've spoken to, I spoke to my mom about it, I spoke to my dad about it, I spoke to Dan about it, and when it's sad because we all just kind of realize that like, no, it's not me, this is what adulthood is like, this is what parenting and life is like, is, you know, you have these like serious ups and downs, these serious roller coasters of just like, you know, calm and then a storm and chaos and then calm. It's like it's just, it's crazy. So I mean, like, we were able to take a breath, and then, you know, now we're just kind of dealing with the loss of Mush, and it's just like blah. Our days have been spent often like this. No. What? Mush. No. No, Mush. Mush went to heaven. She's not gonna eat your food. Mush. No. She went to heaven. Mush. She went bye-bye. Mush. Yeah. Mush. I know, she's not gonna eat your food. I know. No, she went bye-bye. Yeah. Yeah, she went bye-bye. Yeah. I know. Me too. As you can see, it's been kind of difficult on Cooper and Willa. Willa doesn't get it at all. Cooper kind of understands and will ask us every once in a while about it. Yeah, so that is just like the update of everything that basically went down, and how it was just like one thing after the other, just like it was like waves of just being pounded with stress and anxiety. It was so much. So I just figured that like we would want to kind of catch you up to speed and let you know, on Instagram, we definitely like update our lives a little bit more than we do here. We're doing okay, and today is July 1st, and we promised ourselves that we are going to have a no stress month, or a minimal stress, because you can't avoid all stress. So we're gonna do our best to just live our lives, and we are going to say yes to the things that reach our goal. Our goal is to find happiness and relaxation, and anything that comes into our life, any decision we have to make, if it makes us one step closer to that goal, we say yes. If it does not, we say no. I don't care what it is. Kind of give ourselves like a little break, a little summer vacation. Just try to enjoy our family as much as possible and just kind of mourn the loss of Mush. Luckily for you guys, YouTube makes us really happy. We really love YouTube, so that's definitely something that's just going to stay the same, stay constant, and we're just gonna keep on trucking on. And I really just want to I want to capture fun, and I want to show in these next videos in July how you can make your summer fun for you and your family, without spending a ton of money to do so. You know, different ideas to do with the family, different places to go, different like games and stuff like that. So I want to just I want to express how I want to feel through our videos, if that makes any sense. But thank you guys for sitting here with me for a little bit while I just gave you another update in life. I felt like we couldn't really move forward with videos unless I sort of updated you and got you guys up to speed. Anyway, thank you guys so much for all of your comments on that video. I think there was like almost 500 and we couldn't respond to all of them, but I just wanted to let you guys know that we read every one of them, and we are there with you if you lost a dog or a pet or a family member. That we're so sorry that you've experienced what we're experiencing now, and I just wish that wasn't the case. So thank you guys so much for everything. Look out for Friday's video. It's going to be a nice, happy, fun vlog. I think we're gonna vlog today and just kind of either today or possibly tomorrow, we'll see. But yeah, we're just gonna bring you along through some fun, uplifting, funny, relaxing videos. That is our goal. So see you guys soon. Bye.